you're talking about. This one. I'm uncultured. Welcome everybody! Hanako's the most well-done character. Now you're gonna make me biased. You don't wanna make me biased, do you? Thank you, Sven. Yeah! So welcome everybody! My name is Jelly! Welcome to the stream! Today we'll be playing KATAWA SHOUJO! Yay! You'll be in for a delight, Jelly? I sure hope so. I'm excited because you're all excited. It's a Steam version. Yeah, it's a Steam version. Thank you. You're so adorable. Thank you. Jelly's my favorite KATAWA SHOUJO girl, but I'm not. But I'm not disabled. Right? I'm not disabled. Yeah. Anyways, I am not very... I'm going into this blind. What's wrong with being disabled? Nothing's wrong with being disabled. Why the heck? I'm not disabled, so I can't be in KATAWA SHOUJO because I'm not disabled. Why? I'm not in a wheelchair! I'm not in a wheelchair! God. Being neurodivergent is not being disabled, right? Is that a disability? Okay, anyways. I'm pretty excited for this game. Does this game go with like the usual tropes of like how tall are you again? Like 142? 3 on a good day? 5 with heels? Does if you're neurodivergent enough? Do I get a disabled sticker on my car if if I have enough restartation? Don't you have a heart condition? Yeah, but I'm not disabled. Thank you, Eggman, for the super. I just got here. A disabled girl is playing disabled girl at the end. I'm not disabled. Stop. You know what you're doing? You know what you're doing right now? You're undermining every other disabled person because you're calling me disabled. And anyways, I like shy girls. I reinforced. They were gonna make a KATAWA SHOUJO 2 that just had mentally disabled girls but didn't take off past the beta. No comment. Thank you, David, for the 3 months. Show fetus proof. But what? Yeah. Anyways, I'm into shy girls. I'm into like the shy, quiet types. I'm into the shy, quiet types of women. Do you understand? It was my first VN years ago. I'm happy that I got a Steam release. Thank you, Rory John, for the member. Welcome back 8 months. Then I know who you're gonna go for. I'm not boring, dude. I'm not boring. Okay, let's start. I'm not boring. Liking shy girls doesn't mean that it's boring. Alright? Liking shy girls just means I'm cultured and I like to take advantage of shy women. Doesn't mean I'm boring. Thank you, Cry Hi! Thank you for the 7 months. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. What? What? Nothing. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. I'm not acknowledging your pun, but now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. It's winter! Is that me? Am I Hisao? Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah, yes. The note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. Oh my god. Romance that I've never experienced in my life. Oh my god, a love letter! As far as cliches go, I'm more a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Hisao, you came? A hesitating, barely audible question. Honestly, dude, if someone gave me a note and told me to meet them back in like the forest or something, I'd like automatically assume that it was a murder attempt. So I probably wouldn't go. But that's just me, you know. Maybe it's just my problem. Yeah, I think I would assume that they're gonna like shoot me in the back of my head or something. That's why you're single. No, I'm single because nobody's given me a note before. Like at least tell them to meet you in like the cafeteria. I don't know, like the top what? I don't know. Like the meet me in classroom 1B after school. You know, so at least if they shoot me in the head, there'd be like blood splatters on the ground, and I'd be like, and there'd be like evidence. So it's like less easy to like get rid of the body, you know? Like if you're just gonna tell me to meet you in the back of like a forest, then you could just, you know, push my body into the river and cover the evidence with snow. I sound experienced. What? Jelly, please meet me in class 18 after school. What? Oh god. Oh, I can like scroll up. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you, Eggman. The crushing tism probably doesn't help. It's not crushing. Also, it's not tism. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never more as an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Oh! Iwanako, I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? 14 months, thank you! You're cool! Thank you! Thank you, Blank. C sharp. Dude, when I saw C sharp, I instantly thought it was the language, not the note. God dang it! Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result? Pathetic. Yes. I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense. I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. Oh god! My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for itself. So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. Literally me? What do you mean literally me? You see, I wanted to know if you'd go out with me. I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Hisao? I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Hisao? I'm having a heart attack! My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Hisao! The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanako running towards me, all these fade to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. I'm dead! What? I got a heart attack? 4Leaf Studios present? Oh my god! How'd you die in the prologue? I'm just that bad. I'm just that bad talking to women. Hisao has heart problems. Jelly is literally he's literally me. Oh my god, I'm literally him. He's literally me. But I've never had a heart attack. Well, I sure hope I don't get a heart attack. That wouldn't be very poggers of me. Never confess to Jelly she may die? Yeah, it happens when yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. Oh my god, there's like animation and everything? Thank you for asking me to Suba! This is what happens when you use neuron chip from Elon. I don't even know what the heck a neuron chip is. Chip? A neuron chip. Do people actually think those things work? Do people actually willingly, like, opt into a beta program for a brain chip? It's been 4 months since my heart attack. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. Oh, that's crazy. Thank you, Lisantha, for the 6 months. Love you, Jelly. Please don't suddenly get a heart attack. Oh, how do I put this? I think I'm alright. I think I'm fine. I think what are the symptoms of a heart attack? It's like numbness on one side of the face, right? I remember my doctor telling me to be wary of the symptoms of the heart attack. Like when you oh, that's a stroke? Then what's the symptoms of a heart attack? Like difficulty breathing? I can feel my left arm. I thought a stroke is same thing, like difficulty, blood to the brain, heart feeling, chest pains. Yeah, whatever. It's been too long. I don't remember how many months my doctor told me to like check on stuff. Like I had to go through this one test after my heart condition. When I was hospitalized, I had to like go for monthly checkups, and like I had to like run on a treadmill, and they would like strap some things to my chest and like measure my heart or something. Wait, no joke? No, well, what the heck? I wouldn't joke about having heart problems. Yeah, that was a long time ago though. That's called a stress test? Crazy. A strange word. A foreign alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. Oh my god, I guess that girl that was into me is not into me anymore because I'm disabled now. My parents, I think, were hit harder than the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at their hospital to recuperate from the treatment. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I'd gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Oh, that sucks. Oh, well, at least I got visitors in the hospital. I had, like, no friends back then, so I had no visitors in the hospital. I don't know. I've always thought, like, getting gifts and balloons and cards and stuff was, like, a myth. You know, your classmates sending you these things, but maybe I was, like, too young or something, so, like, nobody visited me. But maybe that was better than fake sympathy, you know? Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Yeah, I was just sitting in a hospital room playing Warcraft 3. Hanako was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. You would visit me at the hospital, you would? But isn't it boring to go to the hospital and just look at me and be pathetic in bed? We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. We can play Warcraft 3. We could! We could play on LAN. Ooh, we could have a LAN party in the hospital. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. Thank you, David! Jesus, Jelly, I feel like... No, don't! I'm sorry! I didn't mean to! Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I mean, I'm fine now. I'm better and that's all that matters. Don't worry about me. I mean, I'm recovered and I haven't been to the hospital since, so it's okay. What matters is that I lived past the difficulties to be able to see you today. You know? Yeah. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So, I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. Yeah! I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. Scars are cool. At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. Do you only read books also, Jelly? No, I played video games. But I love the stories. That wasn't what life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside, instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes, I pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. She's doomed. Hey, I got like basically 90% of my English vocab from reading books. I should really go back to reading. I'm losing words because I don't read anymore. Imagine being literate. Hi, I'm Jelly. How old am I? I never freaking learned how to read. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness, through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. Hi, I'm Jelly. I'm 7 and I never freaking learned how to read. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my heart and my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. You should have been playing Baba's You, very calming game, true. But that happened only rarely. And I couldn't even cry. Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. Oh, game's a bit loud, isn't it? It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are sort of even dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. Oh, game's a little loud. There's this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time, sorting his papers, then setting them aside, as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Hisao. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contraindications, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day? Oh god, it's gonna be so expensive! I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. I don't remember what kind of meds I got. I'm pretty sure I had a lot of meds too. It was in like a paper bag and everything. I don't think it was nearly that many. Also, I've spoken with your parents and believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. Oh, what? Do you still take them? I stopped. I could stop. It's not a permanent thing anymore. What? Please, calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I gonna be homeschooled? I don't like taking meds daily. I think it's a pain. Whatever of my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think it's wise for you to be without supervision. Hi! I don't have meds! At least not until we're sure that your medication is stable. So, I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Oh my god, I would be so offended if somebody said this to me. By the way, you're gonna be transferred from your old school. You're gonna be going to a school for disabled people now. I don't know. I think my self-confidence would just plummet, you know? Like, just suddenly becoming disabled like that. Disabled? What? Am I? No, I wasn't at a disabled school. What? It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Do we have a Jelly lore game? Thank you so much for the super! Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and well, it's not the same one. A special school. That's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All the students, they are pretty active in their own sort of way. geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. It's all phase girls because Emmy? Who is Emmy? Sure, I would be offended, but they also have a point. That's different after a serious heart attack. I guess I would be more angry at myself than angry at anything else. I'd feel like I'd feel really depressed, you know, if I had to live life forever, like having to take 20 pills a day. It just feels like I wouldn't want to live anymore at that point. It's just like, what's the point of living if you are destined to spend every future day suffering and taking meds? It becomes your new normal? Man, but I wanna live like a normal person. No. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. You live like a normal person now? I mean, I don't go outside, but I think I'm pretty normal. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny, I'd always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know now it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that will make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Where are the girls? Where are the girls? That's me! Act 1, Life Expectancy. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster, assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I feel so old. I've played this game in middle school. Middle school? Thank you for the super. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school would look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walk towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Man, it must be crazy to have like a high school like this, or like a middle school like this. Like a middle school with a campus, or like a high school with a campus sounds so cool. I never had a campus. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's a new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. My school barely had bathrooms. My school didn't have doors for the bathrooms, man. My school literally did not have bathroom doors. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. Yeah, like they all broke and nobody wanted to fix it. They were like, it's your fault for breaking the doors. It wasn't. So they were like, I'm not gonna fix the doors. And yeah, we just, you know. Were you homeschooled? I wasn't homeschooled. I was in like an international kind of school. How poor was your school? Pretty poor. I wasn't very rich back then. I wasn't very well off, or was I? I mean, I think we were fairly comfortable, but like, you know, we're more comfortable now than we were before. For the rooms? Not the stalls? No, for the stalls. There were no bathroom doors for the stalls. It's been 12 years. You're so old. Yeah, it was like the budget kind of international school, because if you wanted to learn English, you had to go to an international school, like proper English. If I went to like a private or like a public school, I wouldn't have learned how to speak English. You know? Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head it doesn't feel like one. What kind of bum town? I wasn't in a bum town! I mean, I was kind of in a bum... I mean, it was in the middle of nowhere. It was in the middle of nowhere, man. Like, we had to... The route to school had, like, no street lamps. It was like a dirt road. And there was like a hot spring. There was like a natural hot spring on the way to school. And I distinctly remember, like, stopping by the hot spring after school occasionally to like dip my feet in. It was crazy. It was insane. Yeah, we have natural hot springs. Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was crazy. There was like, we had like metal steel buckets and everything, and we could like chill in the hot spring. And like, it was on top of like a hill. I learned how to speak English from playing StarCraft and Warcraft 3. Who learns anything from school? Whatever. Thank you for the 7 months, Retrograde Rustic. Now being the mud hut allegations. I don't live in a mud hut anymore. I live in a nice, posh little apartment, okay? Yeah, but anyways. Yeah. I mean, not like the school was that poor. It was just, you know... It was just Christian and annoying. Anymore? No, no, what? Oh no, wait, no, I never lived in a mud hut. No! Wait! I didn't! I never did! I didn't live in a mud hut! Yeah, anyways. School hours weren't that long, so I just didn't go to the bathroom for like... Because it was... First it was wet and disgusting. Second, there were no doors. You know, sometimes I would actually sneak to the teachers, you know, the staff bathroom instead of the actual bathroom if I wanted to go to the bathroom. Also, they took down... Oh my god! Okay, so there was... You know when the 10 Commandments of the Jesus Christ book? Sorry, the tablet that Moses took down from the mountain? The 10 Commandments, one of it was like, don't be vain or something. One of it was like the don't be vain. Yeah? So they were like, we'll remove all your mirrors because that encourages vanity. What the? So we didn't have any mirrors. There were no mirrors at school. I didn't even know if I was like wearing my hairpin properly or like my collar or anything. I don't even know if there was like if I had like a mustard thing on my cheek. We had no mirrors anywhere. Not even in the canteen, not even in the bathrooms, not even in the whatever. It sucked, dude. I sucked. It was like the worst couple years of my life. RV click. No, not. That was not in the Ten Commandments. It was somewhere. It was somewhere. It was somewhere. I don't remember Ten Commandments. I just don't remember anything anymore. That's totally not one of the... Well, which one is one of the... Which one is... I remember like there was like a Bible verse that said do not be vain. And then they used that and it said you can't have mirrors. Do not use the Lord's name in vain. Jesus Christ. 7 deadly sins from the anime. I never watched that anime! Yeah, but it was something. I don't know. It was something. Yeah, anyways. Got off track. I'm just jealous at how posh this school is. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. At least they only beat us with At least they didn't beat us that hard, okay? At least we only got beat sometimes. At least we didn't get beat every time. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I can anchor myself into something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. Christian school, by the way? Yeah, there was like this stick that they used to beat us with, and then they upgraded from the stick to a really painful rubber ruler. And so they would like beat the back of our legs with it, and they would also beat our like wrists and hands. Yeah, the cane. Yeah, the cane. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me to catch my attention. Yeah, they upgraded the cane from they upgraded from the cane to like the purple rubber ruler that hurt like so bad, man. It hurt so bad. Catholic? It was another one. Protestant? I don't know. It was the one where they worship Jesus instead of Mary. I don't know. I don't really know anything about what they taught us because I just slept through all the Bible studies classes. I don't care about Bible studies. The funny thing is, some kids came out of the school and they were like gay or lesbian now. So what the heck did that teach us, huh? So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. So did it help you? No, I didn't care. I didn't give a damn about what they said about going to hell. If they're gonna put me in hell for not believing in Jesus Christ, then go put me in hell. I don't care. I probably deserve to be in hell for everything I've done throughout my entire life anyways. Everything I pirated from Adobe, it's gonna put me in hell. Is it? Or is Adobe going to hell? Which is it? It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. They're gonna charge me a subscription fee if I go to hell? A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in this lobby, so it's only logical. Oh my god! Ramps for wheelchairs! You must be... Nikki? Fighting is a heavenly act. You were angelic for it? Thank you, SM. No, I think there's a lot of things I do on a daily basis that's gonna send me to hell, so... Whatever. Nakai? So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Thank you, Jesus. See? My G? Don't worry, Jelly. It's always morally right to pirate Adobe products. Thank you for the, Yeah, feels good, man. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy. And he looks at his watch. Thank you, Super. You can put Hammer for pirating Adobe. It's an obligation to do so. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Oh, by the way, I have nothing against religion. I'm just gonna reiterate this again. I've said this so many times every time I bring up my previous school, but the way I was taught religion when I was younger didn't give me a very good impression. So naturally, I'm against it, but I do believe that it has its good points, and it has its good people, and it has, you know, it's probably good to some people, so there's nothing wrong with it. Is that really out of jelly is there? What? Thank you, David. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Oh, you come to hell with me! Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Yeah, sure, man. Sure. Yeah, sure. Well, what else do I do? Sure. I mean, yeah, why not? You put in a good word for me if you get into heaven. Really? I heard heaven is a wonderful place. You get lots of women. Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. That's a different heaven? Oh, well, one of the heavens. I don't know. It's Islam heaven? That's crazy! That's actually insane. Different religions heaven. Oh, my bad. They're kind of similar. You think Jesus will hook me up with a harem? We can have LAN parties in hell together? Yeah, if our PCs don't overheat. Let's go then. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce myself in class. That's interesting. My heart is pounding in my chest as it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Muto opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. It's 72 that's too many. How do you even... Isn't it kind of tiring to, like, care for 72 women? Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. Women! I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. 72 women doesn't sound like heaven. Dude, one woman doesn't even sound like heaven. Just one? That's too many for me. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. An entire wall taken up by blackboards, and the high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. Then I notice that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jar. Who's that? I like this girl. Who's this one? I like this one too. I also like this one. Who's this girl? She's the worst one? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Look, I have faith, okay? I have faith. I have faith. I have faith. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that's pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands, as if it will make her invisible. Tara, thank you for stopping by! Is she balding yet? I'm not bald. Why would this make me bald? Welcome! Tara's my rigger. Say hi, buddy! Thank you, Teru! There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses and goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So is a cheery-looking girl with a pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. Jesus. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. What? Dude, I don't know. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along well with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing. It's alright, I can clap for her. If she holds up her hand, I can clap it. And the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with what little I said, though. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. Oh, so she has a stump. Okay, so I mean you can still clap even with like your wrist. You know? It makes me feel a little bad. Yeah, I feel kind of bad too. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's a class representative. She can explain everything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we'll be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow, the teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh right, Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. This is Shizune! Wait, what? As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Ha ha ha! What? What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. Shi-chan! Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short, yet carefully and neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses, balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. I love how she doesn't talk! I love how she doesn't talk! She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people," and Who better to explain things to you? I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was Shichan. Shichan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. It's like I'm an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. I love her! Ah! You're a new student, aren't you? Well, Shichan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? I don't like this pink hair girl, she's too loud. He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? There was gonna be a new student, but we didn't know you'd be here so soon. You'd be here today, so soon. Ichan, right? Ichan? Yup, it fits, doesn't it? You're gonna see a lot of Misha if you take Shizune's route. Ruined, literally ruined. Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits! You look just as I imagined! Yeah, you look just like a Hichan! I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Ah, she's smiling! Takamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Thank you, Silent Sonata, for super! Liking the silent one, hating the loud one? Jelly never beating the sexist allegations? What? I just like quiet, mysterious girls, okay? Sorry about that. Shichan wants you to know that she's a class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with a hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. That's no good! You should always try and learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school, either! Always! Even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shichan? Learn about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I mean, I don't hate Misha that much. I think it's okay. She's just real loud. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly, but anyway. I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Thank you, Darren, for the 5 months. Broken girls, let's go. Let's go. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Wahahaha! Alright. And another thing. You don't have to call Shichan something so formal like Hakamichi or a class rep all the time. Just call her Shichan. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. What is this pink-haired girl's disability, anyways? I like how she says ... Okay, that'll be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she seems like that, just less so, I guess. Huh? Oh, right. We haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now or Shizune will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of the class. Wahaha! That too! Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finished a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm, as professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. I want to meet the other girls too, but the deaf girl is awesome. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. No, I just turned the aircon down. It's kind of hot. We descend even below the lobby, where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard, towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! An enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. Ah, how nice! It almost seems like I'm in the back of the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points at Shizune. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at the person who talks to you was proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything! We're your guides, so you should ask us if there is something! Sure, tell me about the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives a kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There is! It's on the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice a conversation is signed is not enough to fill a silence. I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of awkward. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. The dark-haired girl I notice is slumped over her desk in the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if we were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. No, come back! Who is she? I'm I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Fast girl? Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on the first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We've got to hurry already since there's a lot of work for us to do. Okay! You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Ah, wait! The teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. I mean, a chocolate drink. What chocolate? How is it official? Who is Kenji? Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse office is on the first floor. Kenji is my Oshi? I'll see. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On the white door on the left is a green cross with the text, Head Nurse, and a nameplate. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around in his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cups. Coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Smiling man! Hello there. What can I do for you today? He's young-looking, sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash the impression away when he smiles. Okay, bagger theme? Crazy theme? Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who's heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse like everyone else. Okay, this is a banger theme, alright? Of course, I shake out my confusion, realizing I should probably go grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student. My homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation, and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and stuff. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. What is this man on about? What is this guy on about? His joke feels so out of place, I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, she said it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I'll let the nurse know it. Now, just let me find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I'll have my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminated flooring, on all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all 4 walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day, and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening for it, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins of his own joke, but I don't. Yeah, well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did out a burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers, with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging. Jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe, there's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. What? At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need really, I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. The nurse is pretty eccentric. I mean, he seems like he does his job pretty well. A girl talked to me. I barely survived. Cause of death. Proximity to a girl. I mean, wouldn't you feel... If you were the girl, wouldn't you feel slightly guilty for, like, giving somebody a heart attack? Or is that just, like, a me thing? Because if I was the girl, I think I would feel a little bit guilty. No? I would be flattered for being so hot. I mean, I would feel really guilty and awkward, you know what I mean? Like, I'd feel kind of bad. Like, I'd feel like I'd feel like I was responsible. You know? Yeah, it would give me trauma. I don't think I would be able to go out with the guy anymore knowing that I gave him a heart attack. But I'm not sure. Tomb Raiders. Sorry, YouTube is so cooked, man. YouTube's been like cooked, like extra mega cooked recently. Hello. Yeah, YouTube's been really cooked. It's not, your raids are busted? Yeah, for sure. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building. Although to my eyes, they still look one and the same. YouTube's been so silly, true! Just like a week ago, chat wasn't even working. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Google laid off too much. I don't even know what's going on. Can I like stop not testing up? Thank you for the 5 member! Thank you, Arclight, everybody, welcome! Welcome, Mr. Knight! Welcome! I'm scared this is gonna take a dark turn. Well, it can't be as bad as Doki Doki Literature Club. That thing actually triggered me, because I... Am I sensitive? I'm probably just sensitive. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of school, going towards the gate or the dorms. I think that's kind of a downside to me playing games and avoiding, like, spoilers. You know, because I didn't avoid any I avoided every single spoiler on DDLC. The original version was worse than Doki Doki? Like the twist? I'm scared. This game is triggered in a different way? What the heck? Yeah, I feel like Doki Doki just sprung like a really bad scene on you for like no reason whatsoever. I think I felt so scared I had to go hug my mom. And I was like, I'm not gonna kill myself. That was crazy, man. That was insane. Everyone, I don't think you should play Doki Doki if you have any suicidal tendencies. I don't think it's good for you. Thank you, Ram, for the 5 members. Thank you, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, now we got a member. Welcome. They warn you, but yeah, they don't. I don't know. I was like young, and I was like, yeah, it's not gonna hurt me. It's not gonna be that bad. Yeah, well, I'm not very good at those things. I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. Welcome to the cult. It's not a cult! It's not a cult! Thank you, Cardi. Thank you, Doggo, for the 5. Jelly, I just passed my driving exam. I'm gonna begin the slow process of a jelly card to say sorry for D's nuts joke last stream. Yeah, you better say sorry. You better do everything in your power to apologize for getting me with a D's nuts joke. Thank you, Doggo. Thank you. Thank you, Sorry, for the 333. Jelly's a real heart stopper. I sure hope I don't actually stop any hearts. That would be murder. I'm sorry, this isn't a cult. No. Congrats. But thank you for the 5 members, someone. Welcome, everybody. Please enjoy your stay. Please enjoy your stay in Star Night. We're a cult, yo. We ain't a cult, yo. We're no cult, yo. Someone said my comment was bullying. I just said your forehead might be deep. Yeah, it's bullying. You're bullying me. Why are you bullying me? You're a bully. You're a big bully. There's no danger in this on my head. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The wariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. I don't bully you guys. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms. Shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. Is a cult worth joining? It's not a cult! It's not a cult! The door building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is. So I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. It's not a movement either. I like your forehead. Thank you. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that the only girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I can't buy member on phone. Help chat. I have my condolences. Thank you for the super. Phil. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Stairs in this economy? What if my legs? What if I'm wheelchair? What if I'm on a wheelchair, huh? Here, small corridors branch out from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and a shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplate on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door from 117, so I knock lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. That's Jeffrey. From class of 09. It's literally him. Oh, it's Kenji? A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Hisao, Nakai, I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization as he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight into my diaphragm. Oh, sup, dude? The name's Kenji. Oh, what? Why does he look like Harry Potter? Yeah, why does he look like he has Harry Potter merch? What is that scarf? Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Thank you, Jupiter-senpai! The man, the myth, the legend. Your parents? You sure? Because there could have been some other people, too. You can't judge a book by its cover. What? What did he mean by this? What do you mean by this? I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. What did he mean? The only one I trust is myself. Oh my god, he's golden! Wait, what? Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Oh my god! Oh my god! Can I date this guy? Is he a route? Can I go for the Kenji route? Damn, you're smarter than you look. I love this guy. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He's blind. squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. Just like that, man! Just like that! I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Hold on, my laundry just beeped at me, even though I set it to run for a 6-hour cycle. Let me go check on my laundry real quick. To set it to dry. 6 hours of laundry? Why? My washing machine is jank, man. It doesn't dry my clothes properly. I have to like put it on a dry cycle. I'm back. I'm back. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. Did you wash your hands? I went to do my laundry. Yeah, it's a 2-in-1. It's no one's room. Impersonal, like my hospital room was. My dryer's timer only goes up to 90 minutes. My dryer's timer goes up to 4 hours. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems like there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. Jerry, do you always slam doors? I mean, I'm living alone, so why does it matter if I slam doors or not? I like the sound of doors slamming. Oh, notice pin to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hee-chan! Hi, Hee-chan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Door slammer? Sun slammer? Nobody knows that song. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. Thank you, Stella, for 2 months. Why does the laundry take so long to dry? I have no clue. I think it's just a bad dryer. What? What? What do you mean, Jelly? I kind of hoped I would have. Then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. It means your dryer vent is clogged with lint, but it's not. I checked it like literally a week ago. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming in for the entire day today too. I still am, I think. Damn, I'd have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Call a repairman? Bah, it works. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, bottles of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. That sucks so bad, dude. It's kind of twisted, having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? Man, it kind of sucks, dude. With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain. And after that, I just keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon, the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. I hope I get to meet new girls tomorrow. I hope I get to meet new girls tomorrow. Chat froze. Good night. Good night. I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I'd forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed, it is me who is supposed to be the one living here. Interesting stream title. I don't think having autism makes you disabled, Jerry. I'm not autistic, and I'm not disabled. Thank you, Isabel. I can't read. I was having a stroke. I'm not disabled. I'm kind of disabled. I'm perfectly abled. What's the opposite of disabled? Abled. I'm abled. I'm abled. Undiagnosed doesn't mean you don't have it. Yes, it does. Just don't get diagnosed, and you'll be fine forever. Just get over it, man. Truth is what you believe in. Your life is in your hands. Your thoughts are yours to control. So if I believe, then it is the truth to me. And if it's the truth to me, then nothing else matters. Why does it matter if I'm autistic or not? Why do you care if I'm autistic? Only I should. What is the point of getting diagnosed? I'm just gonna be like, oh god, I'm autistic, and I'm gonna hate myself. Autism is hard. Okay. No comment. Makes you special? What if I don't really want to be special? What if I just want to be a normal freaking person? Is that too much to ask for? Can I be normal? Can I be a normal girl living a normal life, playing normal games? I'm unemployed, playing Katawa Shoujo. What am I even saying? Jesus. I thought you got the highest score in the autism test? No, I didn't. I wasn't even autistic. The autism test didn't even say I was autistic. Get it twisted. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on a night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating, until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. Don't get it twisted. I'm normal. I do normal things. I'm a normal girl. Went to a normal school. I got normal parents. I eat normal food. I do normal things. Like going outside. I sound normal. I talk to people like I'm normal. I sleep like I'm normal. I think like a normal person. I feel like I've seen this clip before. No, you haven't. Ooh, you haven't seen this clip before. Ooh, I'm just reiterating for the people who haven't seen the clip. Ooh. Who's your normal friends? Friends? Think of the discounts, Jerry, if you're diagnosed. Discounts after I eat my 6 different types of meds every day? That probably costs $100 a month? I don't think so, Bloody Aaron. Thank you for the 4 months. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one. A natural one. No meds for autism? Oh, okay. I wouldn't know. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. It goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Thank you, Phil, for the super. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter, and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Oh, thank you, Phil, for the member! Oh, thank you! You did it! Thank you so much! Welcome to the membership! Yeah! Ba, 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 ba. Thank you! Thank you. Welcome, you start now. Kusa, you got 167 on the autism test. I just checked. Yeah, and? That's not that bad. I've seen worse in PhaseConnect. There's Hanako! No. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Top 5? Yeah, and? You're really gonna believe an online test? I don't believe in online tests. If I take an online test that says I'm an anime girl and I score, you are Honoka Kosaka from Love Live. Am I now canonically Honoka Kosaka from Love Live? I don't think so. Online tests are bogus. I don't believe it. Yes? What the heck? What the heck? Yeah, I didn't even say that I had surefire autism. It just said you have a little bit of signs, and you know, doesn't matter. Don't believe in online tests, guys. It makes your IQ lower. Don't believe in it. It makes you look really stupid if you do. What if I want to be Honoka Kosaka? Then you should kin her. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging out after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. So, I wonder if I should join one. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. Oh, she's not talking! She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hee-chan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Flat as justice? This is not flat, bro. What the heck? Are you insane? Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join the club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with doing whatever. He's talking about you, Jerry. I'm not flat. Whatever, dude. Don't care. Don't care. Nobody asked. Who asked? Who asked, bro? So, you actually transferred here. It's transferred in at a bitty... I was talking about the pen. Oh. My bad, sorry. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. Wahahaha! I don't know, Hee-chan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose... How do you say this word? Help. Grandiose? Grandiose? Okay, grandiose. If flat as Justice and jelly as Batman. Is it because Batman's evil? Grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Huh? Oh. Grandiose, see? Grandiose? Who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud! I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. Ha 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 ha! The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a point and gazes at us. Fully noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though brushing it off without a care. We're in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Hee-chan! What? That's right! Hee-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing. Why does she look like that? Why does she look like that? Ah! Misha's tone has also changed, although it does sound every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hee-chan? Is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me looking at the girl who left? No, nothing. Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Yay! Wahahaha! Okay, Hee-chan, perfect! Awawawawah! The rest of class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Yes, it is, Hee-chan! Impossible. Really? Really? I've noticed this before, but it's funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really... Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing. It will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over a prize. If there is no prize on the line, then it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me, as if surprised I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Are you sure, Hee-chan? Very sure. Ha ha ha! You're wrong, Hee-chan! Because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. I mean, she's got a point, to be honest. Shizune pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and packs her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? Ha 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 ha! That's so plain. Okay, let's go! Plain? Oh, I guess. At my old school, I liked to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hee-chan, you want to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right? Right, Hee-chan? Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again and Misha straightens her posture, as if she is about to deliver a speech. Hee-chan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There's a book club, right, Hee-chan? Right! But it seems like they all have the members. They have all the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hee-chan, it's a really popular club. Ah, okay, but more to the point. Hee-chan, does this mean you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Ah, my shoulder hurts. I'm like massaging my shoulder with my hand and it's really sore. Help. Ow, ow, ow. I need one of those pads you stick on. Gives you like a cool sensation. Ah, my shoulder. Good, great. That's great, Hee-chan. Really great. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Yeah, That's like one of those pack things. I think I need one of those after stream. Ah, my ow, my ow. Jesus. The other day I strained my like hip. Like I picked up like my laundry. I was folding my clothes and then suddenly I felt like this sharp pain on my hip and I just died. I had to like lie down. Even when I lied down, the pain didn't go away. So I went to the doctor. And the doctor's like, oh yeah, it's just a back problem. I'm like, what the heck? It's my birthday. Time to smoke a celebratory pack of gel Boros. Jokes aside, I love you, Jerry. Thank you, Kodazuma. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Kodazuma. I'm not a hag. I'm fairly young. I'm not sure why I have muscle pains. I need a spa. I got a spa. No reason. Well, Hichan, other than clothes in the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. Student council. I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. It was a very melodramatic setup, though, just to tell me that. Yeah, the doctor told me to like sit up properly. Ow, ow. I'm pretty sure two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it and Misha is laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in a matter of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Ha ha ha! Right. Hichan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we can hang out every day, Hichan. Shichan and I are both in a student council. Actually, Shichan's the president. Wow. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts the glasses and signs something to Misha. Ha ha ha! Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to... So, you're admitting that... No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hichan, of course it would be nice if you joined and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. Yep, it's true. Hichan, besides you don't want to spend time with us after school, Hichan? I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying really hard to look their cutest, although they are already pretty cute to begin with. Well... So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hichan. Hey, what the heck? I didn't say anything! What? You can't just do that! I don't want to join a student council! What? No! No! Aww. See, Shichan, of course it wouldn't go so easily. If you join, you'll be King Cripple. What? Yep, that's right. Though it would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, Shichan owes me candy now. You'd be perfect in the student council? I'd rather be not known, you know? I don't really like standing out. I don't really like being like a celebrity. I don't know. I don't really want to. I just want to be alone in the corner. I don't want people to bother me. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to do extra work. Dude, people in the student council just do extra work for like no reward, man. Yeah, I want to be more like a support role. Yeah. Don't you want Shizune? Yeah, but I gotta go through Misha, man. What do you mean no reward? They're OP? If you have like a power fantasy, then yeah, I guess suit yourself, but I don't. Student council will be perfect. No one will bother you there. No, but then I'll be like given paperwork to do and stuff like that. Student council doesn't do anything and looks good in a resume. I'm a VTuber. You think VTuber agencies care about your resume on whether you were student council or not? Everyone will think you're cool? I don't think so. I think everybody's gonna think I'm stuck up. You are betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. Man, I love her! Man, I like her. Jelly Sakana said you lied on your resume. How do you respond to that? I did not lie on my resume. I lied in the interview. And it's only about opinion-based things, not factual things. Wahahaha! That's interesting, Hee-chan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about rich man, poor man, Hee-chan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. Aww, why not? Well, because you two have the same incentive, and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Yep. Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up, and I'll be at a clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline. Hee-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us? That we will pull something so ingenuous? That makes me sad. Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. No! How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man? Paper football? Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle, then you try to shoot it past goalposts that the other player makes with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hee-chan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children. Shi-chan? Wahahaha! That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not gonna play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Wahaha! Yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hee-chan? Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. Pink woman! I've never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, Hee-chan, how about Risk? The game of world domination. Risk?! I don't know what that is. It's really fun, Hee-chan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. I used to play Risk. The student council does it for free, Hee-chan. Sounds like Shizune would be good at it. If you want to play, we can after school. Ah, really, Shi-chan? We can play just for fun, Hee-chan. Shi-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached. I played Risk with my dad, because nobody else played the game. Nobody else I knew played the game. Well, okay. Okay, perfect! We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hee-chan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. Wahahaha! I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end, I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete, just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. What's the pink girl's disability? She's excessively loud, so maybe she's like autistic, I think. You think? I feel a little offended, but I've been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for it in the past that they're on their guard. Oh, maybe she's slightly deaf because she's so loud. Yeah, maybe she's deaf. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to a cell. Oh, she has hearing problems? Oh, makes sense. Okay. That's right. We're just gonna go play a game of Risk, remember? I don't know, Misha. This all seems a little sinister to me. I start thinking that when we sit down to play a game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. Well, that's highly unlikely, but still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. Getting to the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. What? That's it? This makes you guys being so on top of me seem a little silly. That's not true, Hichan. Hichan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Life is threatened? Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hands behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that! I know you heard me. You have no excuse, unlike Shizune. What about the light blue hair one? There's a light blue hair one? Wait, what light blue hair one? Where's the light blue hair one? I only saw like a light brown hair and like a dark blue. Okay, I see. Okay, whatever. Who asked? Who asked? Who else? Stop! Stop it! Stop! Sit right in the okay! Who asked? I didn't ask. Nobody asked. Nobody asked. Wait, whatever. Whatever. Me? I asked? I didn't ask. Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's a very plain, sparsely decorated room, although it's quite large, maybe even a little larger than a classroom. There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs, and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side as well. Extras, perhaps? Aside from tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else. In fact, nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. They could have at least put a potted plant in here or something, but the most noticeable thing is that this room doesn't the most noticeable thing that this room doesn't have is other people. Are we early? No? What do you mean no? Does it mean nobody else is coming today? Yeah, that's right. Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically. Hee-chan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to. Ha ha ha! Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you when we set everything up. While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. After Misha spends a little too long for her liking, running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started with a decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off onto me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Halfway into the game, while I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from two fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. Shi-chan wants you to know that you're taking too long to make a move. Shi-chan also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council. Hey, what the heck, man? I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no! Shi-chan admires your fighting spirit and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council. Ha 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 ha! You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a little more magnanimous. Magnanimous? She doesn't know what the word means or how it's signed, so she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who in return signs it back to Misha. Misha presses her index fingers against her temples, as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing. Wait. Please slow down, Shi-chan. Shi-chan says you're going to lose. Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion. Okay. Those eyes of hers shine with childlike mischief. She says you've no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't! It's a trap! It's smarter to play defensively here! It's likely that she's trying to psych me out. Looking at the board again, I have a pretty good defense setup, and I'm not gonna wreck it by doing something reckless. A few turns later, I lose the game anyway. Oh man. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist into the air in celebration. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think it's a flag or anything. Wahahaha! Hee-chan, you lost when you allowed me to take North America. I mean, Shi-chan, not me. Getting control of North America is ambitious because it provides a 5-army bonus, but you can attack it from 3 fronts, so you must defend them all. I thought you'd have more guts. How disappointing. Ambition, Hee-chan. Your play needs to be more daring. Ambition. That was the flag? Seriously? Oh, well, I didn't really want to... I don't know. When I first met her, I thought she was like a more quiet, kind of like, you know, doesn't want to talk, angry, you know, kind of upset type, like slightly, you know, like annoyed type. But the more I play into this, the more I get to know her. Yeah, I thought she was like a loner girl, you know? But like, yeah, no. She's bossy. Oh man. Man, it's pretty unfair to expect you to decide to commit when you haven't even met everyone yet. I mean, you misjudged her for her disability, didn't you? Yeah, I guess I kind of did. I thought she'd be a more different person. I think you like Hanako. I'm excited to meet her. I'm also excited to meet the girl at the front, the brown hair girl. You didn't take enough risks, and when you did, you didn't follow through. That's terrible, Hichan. Damn, what's it to her if I played too carefully? There's no need to rub it in my face. Bro, this is literally my first game. Why are you being such a... Why are you being like this, dude? I wonder if you'd even be any good for the student council. What's this? Reverse psychology? Short-haired girls are always bossy? That's not true! I guess I don't have to worry about joining or not in that case. Giving up just like that? I expected more of you. I never wanted to join the first place. Jesus, what's wrong with her, dude? Seriously, is Shizune trying to taunt me to join the council? Besides, I don't even want to join. It's only my second day. I can't make that kind of commitment. I haven't even taken a look at any other clubs yet. And these two, they're a little weird. Fine. I'll consider joining the council, but I want to take a look at the clubs before I decide. Shizune Root's dead, but I didn't want to hang out with her anyways. Really, Hichan? You're not just saying that to make us feel better? Yeah. I'm just not sure that I want to. Aww. Okay, Hichan, but we're not gonna give up so easily. You said maybe. There's still a chance you'll come around. Come on, we could really have fun. We could play more Risk and maybe one day you could beat me, unless we graduate before that. That doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining, you know? Wahaha! Surely you're not that horrible at board games. Maybe we could play a game you know then, to give you a handicap. I might have just said that to make you feel better after all. Aw, it's cold, Hichan. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I've spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall. It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shichan. We think the library is open. It's on the second floor. Can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is? No thanks. It's okay. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye! One flight of stairs up and I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Wide, of course, and plain, like only hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts is not as easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to. But then there is a plethora of other unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them? Or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the ladder and choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, though. Just barely ajar so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for the library door to be invitingly open, and while this one's not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside and I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider to this school can't be shaken from my mind, so much so that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if groaning from a deep sleep, though it's much easier to open than I anticipated. Leaning over and poking out my head ever further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible, the meek hello on my lips is quickly snatched away. Woman! This is not as I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of the solitary figure taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently taking her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. She's blind? Hello there. May I help you? Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's a soft and measured voice that reminds me that she's a being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. "6'5", blue eyes? Hi. Sorry for intruding. I was just kind of lost." She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand. "Blue eyes, white dragon? Care to take a seat?" Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly step towards the other seat opposite her, the girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling. That, and the slight cloudiness to her eyes, means that she must be at least partially blind, like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, the composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. I take it you're a new student to Yamaku? Yeah. I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting. One which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action. "I'm Lily Sato. Pleased to meet you." Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. "Would you care for a drink?" "Sure." As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. She's a calm, collected woman, but I don't like the calm, collected women. I like the flustered, shy women. I'm not into her. Why not? I don't know, it's just my taste. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along a shelf. Just, you like yourself? I'm not shy and what? I'm not. A brush here, a brush there. Her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. You're not? I'm not shy. Online, I guess. I mean, I like to think I'm not. I don't know. Am I? Maybe I am. It's not really being shy. It's just being bad with people. And Reserved. Yeah, reserved. Yeah, I'm reserved. I'm a reserved person. I like this. I like the sound of that more. As I lean sideways to see her around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. I think this game is very nice in opening my eyes to like different disabilities and how people adapt to them and stuff. I think it's interesting. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I'd never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. The school library. Shizune and some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods. A small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it being stirred. Thank you, Masadobe, for the 14 months! You're in PhaseConnect, so I thought you already had a good idea of what it's like to work with people with disabilities. I mean, I wouldn't say that... No, I'm not mad. I'm like thinking of what to say. I wouldn't say that people here are disabled. I think that's a little bit... I think that's actually undermining actually disabled people. You know, but that's just my thought. I don't know. I didn't say that... Yeah. I would just say that we're a little bit different. I wouldn't say that everybody here is autistic, because that is a little bit much, you know? We're just special. We're just special. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what autistic people are like. I don't know what... I don't know what being autistic is like. I don't know. I can't speak for... You're not talking about... No, I'm talking about PhaseConnect, man. Yeah. Anyways. No comment. No further comment. She finishes pouring water into a teacup as she nods. A small metallic... I already said this. I'm aware of Ms. Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no? That's right, in the science room with Muto. What the heck? Why can't I click? Oh. She gives a small giggle before settling down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite a character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, this smells quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Sato. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Lily, please. There's no need to be too formal. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. My brother has Asperger's but is really smart, just socially not able to read people's emotions. In my mind, correct me if I'm wrong, but in my mind, I think disabled people are like people with no legs, or like people with no arms, or like, you know, like retarded people. That's not a bad word, is it? Like mentally retarded, you know? I wouldn't call like being able to handle a conversation and being able to make friends really disabled. But maybe I might be wrong. I don't know. I just have a pretty solid definition of what being disabled is, and I don't think I am. Yeah, Down syndrome? No, I always use the word Down syndrome. I think being able to hold a conversation, being able to think properly, being able to make friends, being able to talk and make and create relationships is not that disabled. It's not really what I would call disabled. Disabled means you have a disabled sticker on the back of your car and you gotta wheel yourself to the bathroom and use a disabled person's bathroom. What? I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes. Correct, I'm in class 3 too, which is on the 3rd floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and especially for both blind and partially blind students. I see. I'm in. That's crazy! That's crazy! Sorry, I don't see. I feel like slapping myself for the faux pas. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem in the least a bit put off by it. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. Ah, sure. Sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions. A category which would include her, it seems. All too ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I segue into another. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. Interesting. I come here fairly often during lunch times. My duties as class representative doesn't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Ooh! Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. What kinds of clubs are there to join? The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunch times, the baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though, such as the art and music clubs. At a time where I'm just wanting to get on my feet, rushing into a club away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if the school shares the same rule as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. Ah, good. That's a relief. I've really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. As I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has a distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh, the time's gone quickly. Sorry? My brother in Christ! My brother in Christ! Also, this music's a bit loud. I think this game needs a bit of volume leveling. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. Yeah, I like her, but I don't like her, you know? Yeah. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of the time. Sorry, Hisao. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. Oh, no, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems likely to know in any case. True. It's open until 6:30 during weekdays. A quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking with you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you to where the library is? I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it all right. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me, which they seem to have a habit of doing. It's all right. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight retractable cane that had been slipped in the handle of her bag what? She takes hold of a straight retractable cane that had been slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. His must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Together, we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. ESL is not a disability. Well, maybe it is. Maybe I'm disabled. I should get a disabled sticker. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. I mean, Albaland might as well be a disability. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is a wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with a distinct smell of old books giving the place an almost old-world air. The language is a disability? No, man. Everything in this country. Everybody here is disabled, man. I swear to God. Thank you for the soup bot. She's better than Jelly. I see you like refined girls. Anyways, there doesn't seem to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms. Yuko, are you here? She says it to thin air, since the librarian doesn't seem to be present. And of course, Lily can't say this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail. Aww. Oh! Thank you, Cosmic Electron, for the 5 months. Welcome back! Jelly is defiantly best. I'm a defiant best girl? The origin. Apparently the librarian quickly crawls up and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. Hi, Lily. How can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Are you alright? I'm sorry. I couldn't know. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She is quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression and then shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look, she seems to fit a library perfectly. Ah, Lily, did you get my message? Message? Oh, the 2 imported books that arrived? Right, they finally came! I can't believe it took so long, but... Amidst their celebrations, partially for managing to change the topic, I'm sure, she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh no! I'm sorry for not noticing you before! Did you need to check out a book? Or return one? I'm sorry! Oh my god, I think she's annoying. The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. He's with me. Yuko, this is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hisao, right, Hisao. Pleased to meet you too, Hisao. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget. Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility. How it's any responsibility at all, I don't get. But her rejection is so sincere that I don't doubt for a second that she'd rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. But... so, there are a lot of books in Braille here? I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work, at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense. Well, I think about a third or a fourth of Yamaku's library is either in Braille or audio. Makes sense, given all the blind students that's been here. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelve all of them. It's so troublesome and they weigh so much. I wish I could quit this job. What the heck? Why would she say this? What did she mean by this? Jelly, I'm driving through flood right now. I hope your day is good. Thank you, Ryoshi. I hope your car's okay. Drive safe. A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. I'll go check the aisles then if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have those books if it's all right with you. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I studied the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and Braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is, a library. It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lily in snuck with us in here, unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discover a nice quiet corner in the back. While the rest of the library has the odd student sitting at a desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. I love libraries! As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting on one of several beanbags. It's a dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts, looking scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her out this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see that part of her face, at least a third, if not a half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second, I'm shocked and divert my eyes to the book in her hands, before I realize that looking away probably makes it worse. It takes too many seconds to collect myself and remember what I walked up to her. What do I say? What do I say? Is this a flag? This is a flag! Is this a flag? Help! 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 First, say sorry! Oh god, dude. Oh my god, man. I can't talk to women! I can't talk to women! How do I save? Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. It's okay. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but finally she nods just a little. Just think, what would Baba do? Last I heard, Baba was pretty single. Oh, okay. I like her. I like her. I take the seat next to her, and she hides herself behind her book. Life of Pi, never heard of it. This guy read for like 4 months and never heard of Life of Pi? So, sorry again for startling you. I'm Hisao. Baba and Kick have been a thing for years? What? Baba has Kick? Wait, Baba and Kick are a thing? No way! You're joking. You're joking. Of course, Baba is single. He's... Oh my god, okay. She looks up from her book, stalling a little before replying. No. We are in the same class. I need to save her. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it's barely audible even in the still library. Somehow, I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako. I'm Hanako. I resist the urge to say that's a nice name just to have something to say, but really it's the only thing I can think of. Thank you, Simon. Sipa! Delinquent bookworm. Split the difference. New waifu just dropped. I like her. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other. And here I'm being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a sigh of relief. So I try to read the covers and introductions of the books I picked up, and she buries her face in the book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After a while, I realized she's doing the same and only pretending to be immersed in life of pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. Thank you, Simon, for 13 months! Hanako, best girl, let's go! Oh, hi, really. Hi! When our gazes finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. Ah. She stands up forcefully from the beanbag and takes a deep breath. I've gotta go do something. Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair like takeoff catches me so off guard that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she is nowhere to be seen. No, Hanako! She's so cute, man! Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you see, notice a girl run past here? Crazy, man. Thank you, Hong Kong guy, for the 5-man boss! Thank you! Thank you, everybody. Welcome. Please enjoy your stay. Please enjoy your stay, new Star Nights. I'm not sure, but I think Jerry might like Hanako. Well, she's certainly my favorite so far. I mean, I haven't seen everybody. You scarred her off, Jelly? I didn't scar her. Thank you, Arclight, for the super. Maybe. What did she look like? Long dark hair, kind of shy. She had, well, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear. Yuko, would you excuse me? I'd better try and find her. Sure. I'll just hold on to these until you come back. What's going on? I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time. Right, I'll see you later then. Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out the library, leaving me alone with Yuko. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing, I was just looking for some books and she got this fit and ran off. The most offending thing I can think of was that I might have looked at her general direction a few times. Well, she is a very timid girl. You have to be very careful around her. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed to talking with other people. Was she like abused as a kid? Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder. It's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. I mean, she was probably burned by like her dad as a kid or something. Cause like, I can kind of imagine how she would get the scar and be that timid at the same time. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casual only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to Dad, but she resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile and she blushes heavily. What? Did that sound stupid? No, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us has anything to say. And neither of us has anything to add, so Yuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. People who have papers on their desks really like doing that. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing. but I have to do it. I hope that's not too inconvenient for you. Oh, yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because... I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised with myself with that too. Honestly, at least, when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill that time. I couldn't do much else. I see. But she doesn't say anything else and just checks out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tact. Holding the library books with one arm, I trawl my pocket for the key to the door. A sudden sound from behind startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying or the key that I almost managed to get into the lock. Who was it? I turn around to see who's talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. It's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously. Who was me? I don't know anyone called me. Are you some new guy again? His voice is suddenly strained and quick. Is this guy like... Yes, but we've met before, yesterday. I don't think so. I would remember someone who I met only yesterday. When was that? What day is it today? I try to ignore him. Is he joking or what? Prove that we've met before. You live across the hall. You're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with an uncomprehending fear. How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met, or you are telling the truth, and I just can't remember it, or you are a spy. Thank you myself for the 11 months. He pauses. A psychic spy. His eyes dart around me, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute. I'm not psychic. How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader. Kenji points a finger in my face damningly. Unlike you! Stop that, man! We met yesterday! What's wrong with you? I live in this room! Lies! If you think you can pass as Hisao because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him! I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe at a distance, but who do you think you're kidding? I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rub my eyes and let out a heavy sigh. Stay there. Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage if he did. Oh, right, I see it now. Damn, it really is you. Sighing again, and once again for good measure, I step backwards just in case. What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong? I don't know, just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid things, actually. Even if you discount this one. I can't get a proper touch on other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this to Kenji. It's not like we've had any contact either. That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all, but you can never be too careful. It's a hard reality we live in. I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us. You see? This is how it is. The world. There is no justice, you see? Even when I lose, I win. Because I don't lose the lesson. He looks like Jelly. What? What does that even mean? It doesn't matter. He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand. So what happened? Why a long face? Do you have a long face? There's nothing. I just scared some girl off accidentally. Literally too. Like she actually ran away from me. Hey, Hong Kong, I missed you, but is there a Kenji route in this game? They're saying, yeah, there's a Kenji ending. Was my fault, really? I think. I'm not really used to all this yet. A girl? A cute one? Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair, but the face... She was cute. She was cute. She was cute. But I'm gonna say you just in case. She was cute. She was cute. Yeah, cute, I guess. I knew it! There are a lot of cute girls here, a strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of the school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen? I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets? Yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark, like a black hole. Have you noticed that the number of schools in this... Have you noticed that the number of girls in this school is slightly but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60-40. He turns his head to the left and stares off into the distance at nothing. Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad. But that is a full 20%. One would think that a school with such a huge pool of women would be a man's dream. But no! What I am about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready? I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I'm not ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he really doesn't care if my mind is blown or not. I believe that this school is a battleground, the site of a feminist infiltration. This disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they have come. In case this Cold War turns hot, they will have superiority in numbers. Just another skirmish in the eternal war against the forces of the feminists. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. They're building up their numbers. In the past, the buildup of a military has always been the clearest sign of imminent war. Japan is just the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is small and isolated, yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target! They're so cunning, as expected of women. Soon, the day will come. When? Kenji's voice trails off ominously. That is why you can't trust them. They will string you along and then kill you, just as they killed me. You will end up just like me. Ah, hell no. This guy is so based. This guy is crazy based. It's like literally me. I'm Goslinging. I can't stop myself from blurting it out. Hey, what the hell does that mean? You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of. So? You're not supposed to say something like that. Damn, so rude. Average VTuber viewer? Listen up. Look at the gender disparity between male VTubers and female VTubers. Look at the viewer disparity. Look at the money disparity. Isn't this all the feminists' fault? Where was I? Oh yeah. Fast feminist conspiracy. Get it twisted. Stop it! Stop! I lost you way back there somewhere. Somewhere around feminist infiltration. Too hard to follow? It's cool. I have some graphs and stuff in my room. And puppets. Do you like puppets? No puppets. You don't like puppets. Okay. Graphs are still cool though, right? He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rant on. This is too strange. I had him pegged as relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong. He's literally me, by the way. Something on your mind, dude? Just thinking about what it's like to be the last sane man in an insane world. Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset. You mean that's you? That can't be, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. That's my dream, and you can't just steal a man's dream. What the hell? There can't be two last sane men. It would invalidate that whole last part. And that part is kind of important. There can be only one. Like in that foreign movie where there could be only one. And in the end, there is only one dude left because that was the point. What the heck is this dude on about, dude? I've never seen anyone talk so heatedly and so defensively about absolutely nothing before. Anyway, if you wait here, I can get my graphs. I also have a list of the other dark and complex conspiracies that this school holds, as tangled as... Quick, finish my analogy for me. Be a pal. I'm gonna go to bed now. It's extremely late. That doesn't sound like an analogy, but whatever. I like you. You seem like a cool dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial is a terrible thing. Later, he claps me on the back and then vanishes into his room so quickly and quietly. It's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked right through it like a ghost. He's literally the best character in this game. Oh my god, this is literally the best. This is literally the best character in this game. Oh my god, this really wasn't 2012. Wait, this kid was right, man. He was right all along. Wait, who made this game? They've been cooking. They cooked. They cooked. This is why. This is what happens when you don't listen to Kenji, man. I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. It takes me some time to relax and get up so I can get started on homework. It's because the sheets are so cool and comforting against my cheeks. It feels good just lying there with my eyes closed. School is like some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person is stranger than the last. I just can't seem to fit in. What irony! One would think that fitting in a place that's made for people who are unfit for anywhere else would be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Although I say that, it doesn't help take the edge off, and the words are left echoing off my empty walls. I guess it's not as bad as I expected, though. This place really is more a school and less a hospital pretending it is a school than I thought it would be. If nothing else, the scenery is beautiful. I open one eye, seeing the school books and the bottles of pills arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. I think we can call it for today. I think that should be enough gaming for today. I think that should be enough. I think that's it. That was good. I like that. That's good. Wow, I like this game. I'm excited to get to know Hanako more. Make sure to save. Oh yeah! Let me just save. And then I'll go to my menu. Yay! Yay! We'll get to one? Was she in a wheelchair? When will next part be? I'm not sure. Next week, maybe? Probably next week. Thank you! Oh, there's like a girl that looked kind of cute. She looked kind of like clueless, you know? Like she looked kind of like she looked a little bit like an airhead, and I think I like that. Oh, she's legless? Wow. Okay, anyways, I hope you liked the game. I hope you liked it. Clueless? I'm literally clueless. Emmy is literally Lumi. Interesting. I'm excited to know more about Kenji since he's literally based like you, Jelly. I didn't know I don't want to say like he's a mirror image of me because he's absolutely insane and, you know, thinks... But I mean... Literally me. Anyways, thank you Lipayan for the super. And thank you 404 for the super too. Thank you. I look forward to more. Thank you. I'm not insane. I'm not insane. That would be insane. I'm not insane. I'm not insane. He's sexist too? Holy based. That's crazy. Sorry, what did I say? My bad. I meant, wow, that's really bad. I sure hope he stops being sexist soon. Ow, my back hurts. Yeah, anyways. Thank you, guys. I mean, the last thing I want is for women to take over the world. Jesus, I would probably kill myself in that kind of scenario. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I'm glad this game is on Steam. Yay! 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 Thank you, everybody. I'll see you next week. I have something planned with Sheena next week, so we'll probably have our Sheena collab next week and the rest of the usual stuff. Thank you! You tried Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, but everybody and their moms are playing. I don't want to download a 128 gigabyte Chinese game. I do not want to download that, alright? It's not my kind of game. I'm pretty sure it's great, looks cool, but I'm just not into it, dude. Okay? But thank you for the recommendation. I'm not in a game, not a monkey! Yeah, it's like 130 gigs, dude. I don't download unoptimized games. Like, come on. Textures are not that... Come on. Come on. Shapes 2? Oh yeah, I'm thinking of playing Shapes 2. Maybe I'll do that next week, actually. Oh my god, it depends on what I have to do next week. I have like I have quite some backlog building up. Oh well, we'll see. Thank you. As a norm now though, that's why I'm playing Katawa Shoujo. I don't like the world. I hate what the gaming industry has become. Thank you everybody for coming. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Yeah, backlog of stuff. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll be fine. Surely I can finish everything this weekend, right? Surely, clueless. Bye-bye. 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 Meow. Goodbye for now. I'll see you again. So don't feel down, okay? Come hang out. The next time I'm here, I'll be around, my dear. Um, ah, um, um, him, you live? Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, um, oh no, who do I read? Oh no, what a predicament. I'm gonna slap myself. Okay, thank you. We're rating you in who's live in 40 something minutes. Okay, however,